Hi guys, welcome back to another weekly scan. This is the first weekly scan video for 2020. So I will do a recap on how I do a trade. For myself, I trade according to market trends and I allocate the risk accordingly. So I use the 50 days moving average and 200 days moving average as an indicator. If the trend line is upward facing, it's uptrending and price is above the indicator, the moving average, it's an uptrend. If the trend line is facing down and the price is below the trend line, the moving average, it's a downtrend. And if the moving average are flat, okay, and the price doesn't seem to be always above the line or always below the line, I'll take it as it's trading sideways. So right now, STI, at least to my concern, is trading sideways. So we look at the STI chart. Okay, actually you can see down here the 200 days moving average is kind of flat. Okay, and the prices are trading between these two lines down here. So while the 50 days moving average is heading up, and price is seems to be bullish, I'll take a stand that it is still trading sideways, and I'll trade it with exposing myself to 1 month's savings risk worth 1 month savings. So let's go directly to the other charts. Okay, so this is Parkway Life. If you take a look at this counter, price candlesticks are nearly always above, for most of the time above the 50 days moving average. So I can say it's uptrend, at least in 50 days moving average, 50 days time frame. And it is definitely still in the uptrend because the 200 days moving average is pointing up, and so is the 50 days moving average. So actually, if you take a look at at this counter, is experiencing a very healthy uptrend. It goes up above the 50 days moving average, respecting the 50 days moving average. It goes down, spends a very short period of time in the below 50 days moving average, then shoots up and then continues on. So right now, why am I interested in it is because quite recently it broke above the previous high. Okay, and then it's consolidating here, so the resistance became a support and it's consolidating in a tight ball down here. So when price goes up, you can actually make a buy, and with some 1 ATR, you can actually secure a very nice trade plan. So this is for Parkway Life. So this is a chart for Hong Kong Land USD. Why am I finding this interesting? Although it is like not a uptrend kind of counter and not a downtrend kind of counter. Okay, it's obviously a downtrend. I'm do long only. What I'm actually interested in this counter is that it is actually a counter that is doing a range trade. I can actually see down here is like a support, okay, and down here is the upper limit. So I'm trading up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down kind of trade, and right now it's actually down here and I'm hoping it goes up. So yep, I've planned it in such a way. uh I think we need to do our due diligence to see if it is something you want to trade. That is Hong Kong land. So you can actually see at the daily time frame, very tight ball down here. So once it breaks higher, you can actually buy and hold it, and you are looking at a potential um, reward of 32% increase. And if you were to do a stop loss down here, it will be 8%. So it's actually a risk reward of about 4%. And with the sentiments in Hong Kong getting a little bit better, I hope, I think it's something we could definitely consider. So this is a chart for Valuetronics. Why am I interested in this counter? Is that because for quite some time it has been, it, I mean, it went a super steep drop, and then it has been trying to climb up higher. Okay, and then sometime down here it broke higher, retrace and break higher again, and then now it's at this consolidation period. And if you look at this particular counter, it sort of respects the 50 days moving average, and now the price is below the 50 days moving average. What I think will happen is that it consolidates, breaks up higher, and because you know it's gonna be like that, you plan according your trade accordingly. And for me, I will actually put the stop loss just at the 200 days moving average, because right now I'm gunning on the fact that it respects the 50 days moving average, and I'm hoping that it continues to respect the 50 days moving average. And if it touches the 200 days moving average, I think it's a good fair game that we exit. That's Valuetronics. So we're looking at Sembcorp Industries. Oil gas, Sembcorp is more than oil and gas, but a big part of it is utilities and oil and gas, of course. So why this particular chart attracted me was that it's a reversal pattern. You can actually see for some time it was a lower high, lower low kind of trend. Okay, but then more recently, there was this part down here. Okay, let me zoom in closer down here. Okay, where I actually see something like this happen. This is higher lows are forming and higher highs are being formed. So I can actually sort of clearly say that it will be a higher high, maybe somewhere around here, that will break. But I only enter when it's confirmed. And why do I wait for it to confirm to move above 200 moving average that I buy? Because I think right now there is a lot of pressure down here. You can see that this build up area failed to break. It goes lower, but it doesn't go too low. It goes up higher. It touches the 200 moving average. It goes down. So I want to have a little bit more confirmation before I enter. And yeah, this is my trade plan for Sembawang Corporation. So this counter I'm looking at is creative. Creative, I think 1 year ago, I think back here, I actually bought it sometime down here, and then I traded it to the highs within that short 2-3 weeks. I actually made some money. So it has been a long-term downtrend, and recently it break higher, and now it is at a very interesting point price line. Firstly, you can see obviously there's some kind of resistance line down here at this $3.40 mark. But actually, more importantly, if you take a look, is that for this, it actually sort of respects the 50 days moving average. It tries to go above, gets kicks down. Okay, then now it breaks above the 50 days moving average, goes down. When it touches the 50-day moving average, go bounce up, and now it is trying to test the 200 days moving average. So what do you think you will see? Okay, I'm interested because down here there's a tight consolidation. And of course, if it breaks down, I'll just not enter. But if it does breaks up higher, I would be interested to enter it, because you can see it could potentially be a start of a new uptrend. Yes, so that is creative. Okay, so this is PayPal. PayPal is a US counter. Recently I started trading the US markets, and I'm interested in PayPal simply because if you take a look, it went downtrend for a while, and now it's going up. And if you look at this counter, it actually follows maybe 20 days moving average. But if you look at the 50 days moving average, you can see it respects the 50 days moving average until the trend breaks. Still respecting the 50 days moving average, breaks above, respects it, and right now it's uncertain, and now it's above. So I could safely say it's going to continue its uptrend. So this is PayPal. This is my trade plan for it. Breaks above this resistance convincingly, then you enter, setting a 1 ATR risk stop loss, 1 ATR away from your resistance. So for a quick recap, these are the counters we are looking at. Quite a number of uptrend counters. You have like Parkway Life, Valuetronics, Jaffa, PayPal, and Tencent. And there are a few breakout trades and reversals. So just a reminder, for the reversal trades, you want to trade with slightly lesser risk, maybe half of the normal risk that you would want to risk. And for uptrending breakout, you can actually just trade normally. So if you like my video and what I've shared, do subscribe to my YouTube channel or and follow me on my blog. Thank you.